We will soon be making our descent into the Fuamotu International Airport. Local time is 10:24 a.m. and the temperature is a toasty 29 degrees. Malo Alpito.
Someone told me the reason I signed up for Peace Corps was because I'm running away from something.
In the Pacific, 1,000 miles north of New Zealand, are the islands of Tonga. In the royal palace, a long succession of kings and queens have ruled over the friendly islands. Tonga, smallest kingdom in the world, for 1,000 years, a monarchy.
18 of us, from all over the U.S., assigned to the South Pacific, a very choice assignment. Here I am, just entering the Peace Corps, having just turned 40 years old. I'm at the midpoint of my life and beginning an exciting and harrowing adventure. And yet, I'm surrounded by my fellow soon-to-be volunteers, all fresh out of college. Soon I will discover this is not the only thing that sets me apart from the others.
I'm still confused that I don't know who I am. The fuck ladies here in Tonga, the people who dress up like women, that's the fuck ladies. If you are gay, if you are booster, you're fuck lady. Mostly of the family, they hate the fuck lady way. I don't want to be a fuck lady. I don't want to be a gay. My whole life I don't want to be like that. I have to feel inside to figure out who I am. I have to choose my own life.
I'm working now at a Liko Lava resort. On Sunday, I'm just prepare stuff for the lunch, so we can do island Tongan food. My families, my mom and dad will divorce already, but I'm the oldest one, and I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. And when I was 15, my father we went not stay together with my mother, and now I just looking about my mother, and I need to help her weigh the mats and sell it out to the other market. And that's how I was thinking that maybe it's good for me to help my mom to pay my school fees. Yeah, when I was grow up, I just hang around with the girls. When I was 15, my mind would change, and now on, I'm a lady. My dad, he was pissed off of me because he was thinking I'm the oldest one, and I can marry with a lady. When I wear the dress, some of the boys, when I was going around in my village, the boys will look at me and they surprised when I was wear clothes. But they said, and they just kidding to me, but I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about them. Yeah, I wear dresses. I just show it to you guys later.
For the next 2 months, intense Tongan language and culture immersion fills my days, while eating, sleeping, and praying with a Tongan host family fills my nights and weekends. I joined Peace Corps because I felt uninspired, indifferent, and self-absorbed. I bought into the illusion that I deserved the good life America was giving me, while also believing I wasn't one of the few actually living it. Everything is slowing down for me here. There is time to ponder, to appreciate. I'm becoming more observant, more patient, and less demanding of those around me. Life is simple here. This is how most people on this planet experience each day. And I want this, but only for the next 2 years.
My name is Epipola Wangataputablasfo, and this is my school where I'm studying for my diploma in tourism management. When I grew up in the islands, I always liked to go around with girls. Girls have to work together with the parents, the mom, and the boys have to go to the bush with them together with our father. And when I grew up, I used to stay beside my mom's side, and everything that my moms do, I have to do the same together with my mom. She taught me how to decorate the Tongan fine maid and help her cooking and stuff, because all of my sisters, they are married and they take their own family, you know. I still continue on doing their jobs as a daughter to a mother. Some of the older men, they used to hit me. They do like gossiping about me, the way I pronounce words and the way I dance, you know, run and dress up. They judge how I appeared. 1941, Guam became the only U.S. territory. The island where I still work part-time for tour guiding here in Tonga, and I would like to be working for the Tonga Visitors Bureau. I used to go to some of the Tongan traditional dance in some of the festival, and I just want to sit and learn, see how they do it, and just come home and practice. There's no one teach me how to do it, but I just create it myself. Because being a whakaleiti, it's more creative in Tonga. The whakaleiti, they do better than girls, how they present the Tongan dance rather than girls are doing it. I wanted to be a girl in the future, and as a whakaleiti here in Tonga, I only like to dress up as a girl everywhere. When I sleep, when I woke up, every time I dress up as girls. So in my wardrobe, there's no more boy stuff. I think the Miss Galaxy is one of the popular festivals here in Tonga. They really love it.
These are all my first cousins over here. This is right after my mother died when I was 6 months old. My dad and my older brother. My father didn't really have any influence at all. I think the influence came naturally to me. I grew up as a laity. I have never remembered any time for me to try to be a man. I've always tried to be a girl. My family has been born leaders. When I went to high school, I was chosen to be a class leader, because class leaders is someone that they chose it from the smart ones in the class, someone that is responsible. Every single gay person will do something so they could be noticed. I mean, it's not really in here only. I've seen it everywhere else in the world that I've ever been to. And no one is going to tell me that it's just an island thing. Hell no. It's everywhere in the world. The reason why we started Tonga Ladies Association is because when AIDS hit Tonga, and that is in the early 90s and late 80s. The first ever victim that came here to Tonga was a laity. Everybody's pointing at us that it was a homosexuality disease. So we decided to form the association to educate our people about what AIDS is all about. Since we didn't have the budget for any workshop or any,
Okay, why is this important, please?
Because they still live in the dark ages.
The only way that we can do that is to have either a fashion show or a pageant, because that's always the crowd draw when it comes to the ladies' programs. We allow them to do whatever they want. It's just some of them don't have the talent for humor. Some of them just are too serious.
We were told the first 2 months of training would be tough. I mean, God, I miss bagels, pizza, ice cream, television, and it's so hot here. Ugh, and the bugs. And learning a new language at my age,
We are so grateful for your service.
I really look forward to finishing training and moving into my new village.
Unfortunately, there's a problem.
There's a problem?
You're being sent back to America. A new country assignment is to be arranged.
I'm sorry, what?
Because you came to the Peace Corps openly gay, and Peace Corps is good with that.
Yet, at the present, Tongan culture isn't quite ready for someone like you, especially working as an elementary school teacher.
Ugh, you couldn't have told me that sooner?
So I'm all alone in the South Pacific. When I go to college in 1967, we like to watch the movie Cleopatra, Queen Sheba, and in the 60s. So we come home after the movie, we look at the mirror with the eyebrow, and in the morning we shave our eyebrow. When we come to school, the father come with the stick. Hit. We have a dance with the cow today. I sit down and with the needle and thread and put all the silver thing here, one each one. It's a hard work. But mostly at night I wear shiny things, see-through lace, everything that shines and see-through with your bikini show out. I like it. When I grew up, I always liked to do my own style. Sometimes just wrap around and go. No sewing, just tie, tight, not tight, or just Pacific style. Go, look for the man. I don't wear makeup. I use some lotion and I massage my skin. I know how. I'm 55 now. Some men force me to the bush. And then it's like a show. Some pull me that and some pull that. Oh, wait. We go and eat that coconut and banana, and then we go what you want. When they climb the coconut and get the banana, I ran away. I'm a hit and run one. I hit and run away. I forget about him. I don't know him. I don't like safe sex because it's like a war. He come to me to war with me, so I have to war with him. He don't come with a condom, and I don't carry a condom, so we do it like that. Then we start the show.
Early morning, I'll go for church, and after that, go back home and eat food. And after that, I'm sleeping.
My dog.
His name Dandy.
That's my mom. His name is Arta Pong, and that is my dad. His name is Vaikeli Pong also. And this is my younger sister. She's Machina Gamba. And my name is Lupe Poni also, and that's my son Ulwaki Aho. Okay.
Ko urina pe na tupuha ke pe lahi lahi al pe no ke to make fifini.
She say
Lata pe ke to make fifini.
when Matthew was young, she liked to stay together with the girl.
Al pe wa ke ni fulahi lata pe.
And when she getting old, she like to be a lady. She feels sad because she don't accept Matthew will be a lady. My mom, she talked too much to Matthew because she all the time when she start at the faculty, my mom, she talked to her all the time. She don't like it. She talked to her all the time. She don't like it because it's Fakama. She wear the girls' clothes. They don't like it. They hate it.
The Kingdom of Tonga, 176 islands scattered over 270,000 miles. An isolated island nation in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. There are about 100,000 Tongans living in the kingdom. Being that I'm a privileged white male, I am quite used to getting what I want, and I like the feeling of fitting in. But here in Tonga, it's not that way for me. Every day I'm stared at, talked about, pointed at, which is quite normal for a Peace Corps volunteer living in another country. But, of course, there is more for me to consider. I am not Tongan, I'm American, though I am gay, yet not a Laiti. So for me to stay in Peace Corps in Tonga, a conservative and Christian island nation, I've been asked to keep a secret. I haven't had to hide being gay in years, especially since I came from San Francisco. I mean, I get it. Rejection by fellow teachers, neighbors, even children would be devastating. Yet, I really hate keeping secrets, and I'm not even good at it. But keeping this secret, at least for now, it does make unfortunate sense.
It's very hard for me to find a boyfriend because I'm just looking for someone. It's very close to me and we're just honest. But in Tongan culture, we cannot allow to stay with a man. If you like me, come straight and talk to me. Oh, Cookie, can I talk to you in a minute? And I said, yes, want to talk to you in a minute. And then, oh, if you like me to have a boyfriend? And I said, yes, I like to be like that. When I was 25 years old, I'm already for a lady. And the guy was said, oh, Cookie, you know what, I like you. And I said, are you serious? And he said, yeah, I'm serious. And the guy was said, oh, can I kiss you? At the same time, I was saying to myself, this is the first time for me. And the guy will touch my lips and he kissed me. I was said to him, why are you doing that to me? And the guy said, Cookie, it's only you and me. Last week I met with him and he invited me to go and have a dinner with him together with his family. And I was surprised to myself. The sister, yeah, and the brothers, they know I'm dating him. But the mom and the dad, no, they didn't know.
I'm a people's auntie.
She's always by my side all the time, and whenever I need her, someone to do a dress for myself.
We have a design. I just put the design here.
with the coconut and cut into like a flower and just put in over like this. And this is we have to weaving the coconut leaves like this.
I've been dreaming for a long time ago for the crown of the Miss Galaxy, but it's up to the judges. And there's some contestants that I knew for sure that they are doing a good job as well. They're very prepared, well prepared for the Miss Galaxy this year. And some of the contestants, they come from overseas countries as well. And Talang kita make telephone. Pháo nó tol pháo à. Yeah, this year I'm not afraid of anything or even care about. I just do my own and be myself, and I have to struggle for my dream and my code. That's it. The Miss Galaxy Queen has to promote the Tonga Lady Association in around the Pacific Island and locally here in Tonga. This is my third time joining the Miss Galaxy. I just wanted to be myself, you know, and create whatever I create and just go for it.
This is all of Matahau. Here's the beginning, all the way to the... I've been placed in a small village called Matahau, in the middle of the bush on the main island of Tongatapu. About 300 of us live here, and I've been here for an entire month. I teach English, computer skills, health and physical education, and drama at a small elementary school. No. Okay, this is St. Joseph Church. In Matahau, there is a Catholic, Methodist, and Mormon church. There are 2 cemeteries and few small outside shops called Falikaloas. And 1 paved road going right through the middle of the village. Say hello, Video. It has been decided that after 6 months, I can come out to a select few neighbors. The reason being, I shouldn't be considered a threat now that everyone in Matahau has had a chance to get to know me. Me, a threat. But that's 5 months away. Meanwhile, I'm constantly asked by everyone, why aren't you married? Why don't you have children? You're too old to be single. Okay. Hi, Moana. I guess being single at my age makes little sense to those raised in a society where you marry and you have children. What do you say when you can't tell the truth? I have decided not to lie or pretend I don't understand when asked such questions. I say, not all Americans are married. I mean, we all keep secrets for various reasons at different times in our lives, right? So why is this such a big deal to me?
1,200 chests. What we are looking at to put inside the church in preparation for the coronation.
That's fine. I'm still at home. German tea. Should be there by then. Alrighty. Bye bye.
We're doing the services for the ladies. It's a lot of work. On Monday, we start putting up the materials, and then we'll do the tables.
Hello? Hello? Oh.
Joey said, "Oh, I've got it, but we have to finish before time." Do we have enough? She's no more candle. Only 2 candles.
Maybe I can go for now.
Hey, cái người mon nói bé Eva.
Ai một em ai lột thôi. Cái này ra cái này.
Có này à? Cái hả?
Let's go drop it. Let's do that. The red and white is really the color of the country. All the decoration for the tables is already elegant itself, so we don't want to overdo the top.
Saskia ran away. Too much work to do and she ran away. My poor little sister here, Eva, helped me to end. But I was stuck here to do this little stuff, those little things here called centerpiece. I'm so tired.
Are they bringing the table up now?
All these ideas are all mine. I hate to say it, but it is.
If I ever go out or going somewhere, going to town, I love to have a flower in my hair, especially my left, because I'm a single virgin girl. I love to wear sarong just to show off my Polynesian skin. So now I'm starting to put on my makeup. I used to help my mom doing the washing, cooking the food for the family. My dad used to abuse me, but not that much. Only when I'm overdoing it when I was young. Tell me to speak like a man, dress like a man. But now, no more. I'm a big girl now. I can do what I want. Fully makeup, high heels, everything. Dressed like a lady. I was one of the luckiest person in the world. I grew up in a when I was young, father. Only sometimes when I used to go mix with the girls when I was still a kid. They pushed me to go to the push and do the men's job, providing coconuts. That's why my mom loves me, because I used to do all the cooking at home when I was 9. I know how to clean up the whole house. I know how to do the washing, cooking, cleaning the dishes, things like that at home. But I really enjoyed when I was young, mixing with my family, my sisters, my brothers.
Yeah, they're good family. Really support me even up to now. But if I go out with a person so cute and then we go to the bush, we do everything, start kissing and touching and, I always try to have, so we can feel the spirit of having sex with him in the bush. And I love going to the bush. Sometimes we do stupid games. I said, you have to pretend we're in the action of a movie. You have to chase me like you're gonna kill me. And I love that. Just under the coconut tree, under everywhere you go. But it's a good fun. It's a good fun with you. If you're ever gonna happen to find a cute one and take you to the bush, I would love to have that. The best thing to become a Whakaleti here in Tonga, it's just for you to know yourself. You get drunk and be wild. That's the only way. Otherwise, if you're shy, nobody's gonna buy you a drink. You're just gonna sit there like a fool. But if you get drunk and get wild, that's me. Because I'm a wild girl sometimes when I'm drunk.
Tomorrow I will have completed 6 months of volunteer service here in Matahau. Which means tomorrow I can come out to a few neighbors here in my village. The good thing is, if I tell one person in my village, I've told them all. I guess that's a good thing. Of course, I'm scared. It's like the time I finally came out to my family. It's not that I think they will reject me. I just don't want to be considered different any more than I already am. It's so exhausting having to keep a secret like this one. And I didn't think painful past memories would come bubbling up again. The best part will be, soon, everyone will know who I truly am.
I make for the keke, the Tongan keke. And after I finish, I put in the market for sale. But I haven't made this one 1 month. 1 month and then finish.
We bring it from the bush, and after that we take it to the sea and leave it there for 1 week or more than 1 week. And after that, and then we bring it from the sea and wash it in the water. And leave it to the sun to make it dry. And after that, and then we bring it and make it keke. And we sell it in the free market for the people who work for the Kingdom of Tonga. And also they wear to church every Sunday. One day she dressing after Ahine clothes. And my dad, he was hit. And Matthew, she was crying. After that, she told to my mom she liked to wearing ladies' clothes and that. So we can't stop her. She still wear the tahine clothes and paint the face and that. And that's why. But when she was young, she was not a Whakaleti. She was a boy. She was a good boy.
My grandma told me that house, that's her parents' house,
and it's really, really old. I don't know how old is it, but she told me it's really, really old. And I was growing up with their house, on that house. All the people in this village, they got no food. They always come here and get some food from our plantation, I used to go over there and plant, some taro, cassava, pele, lutonga, and some pumpkin over there in the back, yam. I was 9 years old. I started dressed up like a girl, My brothers loves me lots. They sometimes when they met, sometimes they just like to why I act like a girl, and I was like, sorry, not me, just a feeling, And I can't stop. I can't stop pretend like a girl. I can't stop like how I dressed up, The boys in the school said they told me I don't respect the girls. You have to respect the girl because you are a boy, I just went to the school in the morning and some of the prefect girls, they yell at me like, "Fakaliti," and I'm really, really mad, And I punched her and she scratched my face, And I'm fighting like a boy, fighting like a man, I punched her face and she got bruised, But it's hard for me to go out with a lot of fakaliti in town, Because how the people look at us, if they looking at us, they talk some bad words, They say some bad words to us. And, yeah. The Miss Galaxy is really, really good, A lot of the people, they really like to go there, watch the Galaxy, because we always make the people enjoy. After that, they don't really do something bad to us, to the fakaliti, because we try to make them happy, and enjoy.
I can finally tell someone in my village I'm gay. The timing was strangely perfect. After 6 months, no one asked me anymore. But that night, a young man I sometimes played rugby with did. Don't you like girls? You never with a girl. Sure I do. I like them, but... So you like boys? Oh my god. There it was. Yes, more than girls, I guess. Do you like me? 2 nights later, he came over to my house with three of his friends and a big jug of homemade wine. After a great deal of drinking, he stumbled into my bedroom. The others told me to follow him. I did. Then he left my room. Then another one came in. Then another. Then another. From that night on, every so often, late in the night, I'd get a faint knock on the wall outside my bedroom window from one of the men in my village. Pliny! Pliny! Sometimes I'd invite him in. Sometimes I'd pretend to be asleep. For another year and a half, glances, whispers, finger pointing. I was never quite sure of what people knew or thought about me in Matahau after that night.
For myself, the village, they treat me like a lady. Yeah, I'm just looking for the right person. For the right person. I just opened to him, and he opened to me, We can share each other. If I live here with another man, I think the village will look down on me. I don't give a shit about it. But I was thinking to myself, it's my choice. For him, he already told me we're gonna marry. But I said when, and he said, oh, in here we cannot allow to marry man with man. Sometimes I just get mad. Sometimes I would get mad and I will think to myself, I can stand in my right. It's my choice. That's it. It's my choice what we're gonna do with my boyfriend. That's it. The Bible said, if you're gonna marry, just leave your family. Just stick to your wife or husband.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome our dear Abby Marie, Miss Leopard, New Zealand. Are you ready?
I'm a Fakaleti, so I prefer the way that I walk, the way that I dress up, the way that I look.
The first runner-up goes to Miss Leopard, New Zealand. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for Miss Air New Zealand Galaxy pageant goes to Miss Jessie Starr.
I was so excited. Marlon's all at home. And all of my friends out there. Thank you very much for helping me to earn this excited title. Thanks a lot to my husband. Tomorrow.
came this morning on 5 o'clock. We feel tired.
He's the ruler, he is everything. He's the father of the country. We're proud of him, of our monarchy, and we love the royal family. Funky little living room. I love Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. There's me looking pretty beat up. Hello, whoops, bad hair day. Okay.
So I hid in the closet for 6 months in a house without a closet. And I didn't wear a dress since that would not have made sense to me. And while trying not to appear gay, painful memories of loneliness and despair came flooding back, which I, in turn, squelched in sometimes unexpected and awkward ways. It was the intrigue of not knowing what to expect next that initially drew me to join Peace Corps, which then allowed me the space to embrace Tongan culture and its people, which in turn embraced me, an openly gay man, just beginning middle age, who came with a mission to explore and to serve. My biggest lesson was how it's done in America is not necessarily the best way, or the only way things are done, which includes how to be gay.
Hello. Oh, okay. Later?
I truly felt acceptance and love here in Tonga. As I leave this island paradise, including the friends I've made here, I'm left to ponder this. I've learned from them, they learned from me.